our CEO and top leader, Emeka Nobis. Emeka, hi. How you doing, buddy?
Hi. Thank you so much. I'm grateful to be here.
You had transitioned from STEM, science, and you moved into humanities. That's not a normal thing. What prompted that move? Can you share your story on how you got there?
Okay, so I was heading a particular workshop back then. And so I got what I call the motivation board. And on that motivation board, every day, I will write something, because I already had a good writing skill. So I write something that had to do with motivation, something that had to do with relationship, something that had to do with marriage, because I felt that all those things were all together, intertwined together and helping you to be an effective worker on site. And people were reading those things. They loved reading those stuff that I was putting up on that motivation board. People began to reach out to me that my writing had been a blessing to them. They loved the things I was writing, how they were based, how their lives were being transformed as a result of my written pieces. And then I had already taken to social media, Facebook specifically, to put out my thoughts, my writings every day. So then I began to also work on my speaking, because I realized that speaking is my secondary talent. That's what I call it. And so I began to also learn how to speak in public. A lot more people began to invite me to speak at events. Quite painfully was the fact that I got that was what even made me to want to resign, because I got a gig to go and speak in a bank during on a Thursday. And my bosses refused to give me to leave the office to leave the site to go to speak at the event. And it was very painful. So I decided I was going to walk and transit and be able to. It wasn't that I wasn't fulfilled as doing my engineering job, but I felt that something much more magical, something much more fulfilling was the fact that people would read my works and they will come back to say that they actually got blessed. There's something so beautiful about people transforming from the depth on the inside, seeing that being manifest in different aspects of their lives, in their relationship, at work, how productive they became and all that. I felt that was a higher purpose for me than engineering. Back then, you go to work, you're within the cubicle, you're there, you do your job, you go home, come back the next day, just like that, year after year. I felt like going out there in the world and being a bigger blessing was a better path for me. So I began to plan my transition.